I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my workbook series, The Knowledge, will help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about the scientific reason as to why people get back together.
After a breakup?
After a breakup.
That's just our kind of topic.
It certainly is. You know, Margaret, I have found that there isn't a lot of good information or research on breakups and what people always want to know. What are my chances of getting back together? What are the chances that I turn this around? And you know, it's a difficult question because every situation there are so many different factors.
Right.
I mean, just tons and tons and tons of factors. And so we always look at it at a case-by-case situation, and we do our best to try and give you the reasons why it could happen or it might not happen, and, you know, provide some insight. But unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball.
No,
Nobody
I say
does.
that often. I don't have a crystal ball. And if I had my magic wand, I would make it happen for you yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we do look for what is out there, and we're always trying to find new information on, you know, what you can do or how you can improve things. And so Margaret found an interesting study today that she wanted to share on some of the reasons that two universities found.
Yeah.
They were doing a study.
I'm always looking for the interesting information. My little nose is in the computer a lot. And this is research from our friends, the psychologists, about why people get back together. And it's a very surprising answer when you get down to the end. And this was done, some of it at Kansas State University, some of it in Toronto, and some of it in Utah. And they noticed, too, that there isn't a whole lot written on it. And where it's such a universal human experience, you'd think there'd be more.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah. Okay. They questioned people about why they might want to stay in or leave their relationship. Popular reasons for wanting to stay were optimism, hoping that the partner will change. Okay?
And that's why you really have to make those changes when you're in no contact, you see? Because your partner is optimistic.
Right.
Or they do get optimistic when they are reaching out again, right?
Right. Okay. You're hoping that the partner will change. The next reason, emotional investment in the relationship. Family duties, and, you know, not wanting to neglect them. Fear of uncertainty that would follow. Particularly if you have a family and established household and all that.
Yeah.
Most people, 66%, said they wanted to stay because of the intimacy and dependence they had developed with their partner over time. I think that means most people get back together because they really like each other.
Yeah.
I think that's what that says. Let me read it one more time. Most people said they wanted to stay because of the intimacy and dependence they had developed with their partner over time.
Yeah, that there really was a bond there.
Yeah.
And they missed that.
Yes.
And many of you guys are so terrified that they won't miss you, they won't think about you, they won't regret their decision.
Yeah.
Well, if you learn to be more attractive and have more attractive skills and behaviors, that can certainly help your chances.
Sure.
And, you know, learning the skills that we teach, communication, confidence, attachment, understanding attachment, all of those are going to make you in a much better position to get that person back and improve that relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the split side of the coin, people wanting to leave a relationship cited emotional distance. I hear that a lot. My partner is emotionally distant. Well, what does that mean? And what it comes down to is they don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you don't talk, it's very hard to convey emotions. We all know there are other ways, but talk is a big one. It's what makes us human. A breach of trust, and general incompatibility translate translating into frequent fighting. More than a third wanted to leave due to unfaithfulness. And of course, we know that that's an issue all of the time, real or imagined. It's always an issue. Despite the negative feelings, 49% of those considering leaving still had mixed feelings about hitting the road. The researchers point out that the findings align with the reality that about 50% of separated couples get back together again.
Say that again.
Okay. The researchers point out that the findings align with the reality that about 50% of separated couples get back together again.
Okay. So, they're saying the research they're found is 50%.
Yep.
Okay? Now that is based on these people that are not watching the channel, not working on themselves,
That's right.
not learning the skills that we teach.
Right.
So can you imagine what your chances are if you have all those additional skills?
Right? We
Right?
can increase your chances.
That's absolutely right.
Absolutely.
So if you have a 50-50 chance
Just to begin with.
to begin with,
Right.
imagine all the work that you're doing and all the skills that we teach in assessing your situation for what went wrong and what didn't work and what we can help you with, how high that will improve your chances. It sounds
That's
pretty
right.
good to me.
It does to me too.
Because a lot of people feel like they have 0% chance.
It's quite optimistic.
Yeah.
All right. As long as there are not serious issues such as abusive behavior in the relationship, and that's a big one.
Yeah.
That absolutely cannot be tolerated.
No.
And each partner really cares about the other. A second chance at a successful relationship could work. Communication is the foundation, says everyone, including Noel Nelson, PhD.
Well, communication is like directly correlated to the connection.
Right.
Right?
If you are considering reconnecting, says Noel, be totally honest with yourself. Examine your motives for doing so. Don't get back together because you're lonely or bored or that you're afraid you will never find someone else. And just because you're anxious. I think sometimes getting back together promises an end to the separation anxiety that's given you a devil of a time for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay? So be sure you don't do it for that reason.
Yeah.
If you do happen to get back together for a valid reason, be sure to remember to use your first round as a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
Double check that you aren't mistaking those lingering feelings for heartache or dread of being single.
Yes.
Yeah, make an effort to address the problems responsible for your initial split.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't do properly,
Right.
is you become so obsessed on, can I get him back, can I get him back,
Right.
that you don't spend the time repairing what needs to be repaired.
Right.
And getting the skills that are going to really help you. And these skills do not magically just poof into your head and stay there.
They don't?
Unfortunately not. And if you saw how many people get back with their ex but don't continue to do the work,
Right.
that's why I say put yourself on probation for like 9 months.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
After you get back together,
Yeah.
you're on probation for
Don't-
9 months.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if I said to you right now, I could magically give your ex back to you, but you have to work at it for 9 months, wouldn't you say, yes, I'll do it? Well, of course, almost every one of you would jump at that opportunity.
Right.
Then what happens is you get that opportunity, you get back with your ex, and then you wind up sending me an email saying, I didn't do the work, I stopped watching the videos, I stopped doing the workbooks, and now we're broken up again.
Yeah.
And it's we warn you.
Yep.
We try
warned
to
you.
tell you over and over again.
All right. Obviously, since your relationship didn't work out the first time, something has to change to make it work the second time.
That's right.
Okay. Otherwise, the same conflicts that caused so much trouble will reemerge. Each partner has to understand and be willing to work on whatever caused the breakup in the first place.
Yes.
I had somebody ask me one time if it was really okay to talk about that.
Hmm.
Yes. 100 times yes.
But you don't want to do it too soon.
No.
Because you want to really focus on, reconnecting with them. You don't want to overwhelm the person.
Yes, and that's a very good point, because I found myself cautioning people a couple of times this past week. You know, if you're going to manage to get together again, sort of reconnect, have a good time.
Yeah.
Just enjoy each other's company a couple of times.
It can be very overwhelming. I remember years ago, I would always focus on, well, we have to talk. We have to talk about this. Let's talk about this. And then, but that just makes the other person like, ugh.
Nervous.
Yeah, I can't deal with this.
I don't
This is
want
too
to go have
much.
coffee with you and do all this talking.
Oh, this is too intense.
I just want to see you and see how your guinea pig is doing.
Yeah, because when you're sitting there talking, it just makes them, you just look desperate.
Yeah.
And that is very unattractive.
Right. There's another part in here, which I think I left out, where they tend to say when you get back together, each party thinks the other has changed, usually. And that's one of the reasons you get back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what we do teach you is actual
Yep.
ways to change. We don't make promises and then don't deliver.
Okay. All right. So
We don't
that's...
deliver like a handwritten letter.
No, we don't deliver any handwritten letters. Would it help if I hand wrote out one of these?
All right. That was good. That was interesting stuff.
All right.
So-
Glad you liked it.
You see, even the research shows that it's about the bond and the connection.
Yes.
And that, you know, they're saying they see 50-50. Now, I would never give out a number.
No,
And anybody
no
that
way.
tries to give you out a number about how their guide gives you a certain percentage
Isn't
chance.
there somebody who gives a percent of chances?
There's a lot of people that will lie to your face.
Yeah.
Right? This will give you an 89% chance of getting your ex back. Really, where's the research study? I'd love to see how you documented that. I would love to see how you got these people to participate in that study and the outcome measures. Because it's made up. And it makes me angry because it's exploiting you. Right?
I think so too.
Yeah, it's very
Because
exploitative.
there are no guarantees, you know, and you can't get anybody to do something they don't want to do.
No.
Nor do you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one and you found it helpful.
I hope so.
Give a thumbs up on the video for Margaret for coming up with the research on this one. Of course, when you want to get my help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. Margaret is also available for Skype coaching.
Yes, feel free to Skype with me if you like. I'll be happy to talk with you.
Just click on Margaret on the top of the website to get a Skype with Margaret. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon.